Imagine a moment, a single breath, the soft vibration of silence just before a thought is born. In that space, so quiet, so fragile, lies the greatest illusion the universe ever created. An illusion so powerful that civilizations feared it, religions tried to conquer it, and even the most brilliant scientists stood speechless before it. This illusion has ruled human lives for thousands of years. It has shaped wars, built empires, broken hearts, created gods, and destroyed them. It has made kings hopeless and beggars fearless. It has whispered in your ears since the day you were born, and one day it told you a lie so deep, so convincing, that you believed it without question. That illusion is death. Tonight, we dive into the mystery that science has never solved, the equation it can't complete, the phenomenon it can measure but not understand, the one question it can observe but never answer. And yet, 2,600 years ago, a single man sitting under a Bodhi tree unlocked what the entire universe could not explain. This is the truth about death, consciousness, and existence itself, revealed through the teachings of the Buddha, not as religion, not as blind belief, but as direct insight into the nature of reality. Take a deep breath. Feel the weight of the air entering your lungs. Feel the subtle rise and fall of your chest. That tiny movement is the boundary between life and death. You are standing on that boundary every moment, and yet you never notice it. Science calls life organic animation and death biological shutdown. But none of those words explain you. They don't explain the thing watching these words, the thing behind your thoughts, the thing inside your dreams, the thing that remains when the body changes, when emotions pass, when memories fade. What is that? A chemical reaction? An electrical impulse? A hallucination of neurons? If consciousness were only chemistry, then chemicals would dream. If awareness were only electricity, then wires would feel sadness. Science touches the body, but it cannot touch you. And this is where the illusion begins. For thousands of years, humans believed death was the end, a full stop, a curtain closing, a final event. But the Buddha called this belief the greatest misunderstanding of the human mind.
He didn't say death is fake. He didn't say death doesn't happen. He said the idea we have about death, that something ends, is wrong. You see, the body ends. Cells die. Organs shut down. The heart goes silent. But that is not you. That is your costume, a temporary vessel, a short-term arrangement of molecules. Sit quietly for a moment. Notice the sense of I, the subtle feeling that says, I exist, I am here. Where is that located? Point to it. You can't. It has no shape, no color, no weight, no boundary. And anything without boundary cannot die. This is the secret science has not solved. Scientists can measure brainwaves, but they cannot measure awareness. They can locate memories, but they cannot locate the one who remembers. They can see neurons firing, but they cannot see the observer who experiences the firing.
You are the only phenomenon in the universe that sees everything but cannot be seen, and the unseen cannot die. This is where the Buddha's insight dissolves the illusion.
He taught that the fear of death comes from a confusion, the belief that the body and the self are the same. But the body is a guest house, not the guest. A wave, not the ocean. A momentary appearance, not the thing that appears. To fear death is to fear the dissolving of something that was never you in the first place. Imagine a candle flame. If you put the flame out, did it die? Or did the conditions change, causing the flame to simply transform into heat, into air, into movement? The flame is not the wax. The flame is not the wick. The flame is a process, a dance of conditions. So is life. So are you. What we call death is simply the shifting of conditions, a transition, a movement of consciousness, a passing of one state into another. The same way dreams appear when waking conditions fade, the same way thoughts arise when the mind becomes still, the same way seasons change even when the trees look dead.
The Buddha didn't speak of death with fear. He spoke of it as one speaks of a sunset, beautiful, natural, inevitable, and not final. But the illusion feels real, doesn't it? Because the mind clings to form. It clings to identity, to the voice that says, me, to the memories that feel personal, to the emotions that feel intimate, to the story you call my life. But ask yourself this, when you sleep without dreaming, where is that story? Where is the I? Where is the personality? The name? The fears? The desires? Gone. And yet, you still exist. This is the clue, the crack in the illusion. If you disappear every night without dying, then what does it really mean to die? Perhaps death is not the destruction of self, but the temporary dissolution of the story the mind tells.
Imagine you are watching a movie. You become emotional, attached, afraid. Then the movie ends. You leave the theater unharmed. The story dissolves, but the watcher remains. Death is the same. The movie ends, but the watcher continues. This is why the Buddha taught rebirth, not as faith, but as the natural law of conditions. He didn't mean a soul jumping from body to body. He meant consciousness continues the way a flame lights another candle. The old candle burns out, the flame continues. Different form, same process. When the body stops, consciousness shifts. When one chapter closes, the next begins. Nothing is lost. Nothing is created. Everything is transformation. Modern science is only now discovering something astonishing. Consciousness seems to exist before brain signals appear. It seems to continue for minutes after the heart stops. Near-death experiences, memories of past lives, quantum information theories, these are whispers of a truth ancient sages already knew. The Buddha did not need machines to see it. He saw the mind directly. He watched thoughts arise and vanish. He observed sensations appear and fade. He witnessed the moment-to-moment death that happens within every breath.
Because death is not one event, it is happening constantly, right now. Cells are dying, thoughts are dying, emotions are dying, identity is dying. Every moment, you are being rewritten. Death is not the end, it is the engine of life. And here is the deepest truth of all. The fear of death comes from believing the self is a solid object. But Buddhism reveals that the self is a process, a changing flow, a river, not a rock. You fear the end because you think you are the rock, but you are the river. And rivers do not end, they simply change direction. Imagine letting go of the illusion for a moment.
Imagine the freedom of seeing death as transformation, not destruction. Imagine living life without fear of loss, because nothing was ever truly yours to lose. This is why awakened beings are fearless, not because they deny death, but because they see through it. Death is not the opposite of life. Death is the opposite of birth. Life has no opposite. Life is continuous. Feel that truth. Let it settle in your mind like dust in sunlight. Let it dissolve the fear you carried since childhood. Let it free you.
Because the greatest illusion in the universe is not death itself, but the belief that something ever truly dies. You were never the body. You were never the story. You were never the name. You were the awareness behind it all. And awareness is beyond death.